Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Falcons of Air Force. Take it away, broadcast team.
The ball is loose. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Cunningham. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game, something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Back to throw, it's Cunningham. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The play action fake. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Looking for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, USF.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Falcons of Air Force. Take it away, broadcast team.
Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and the 1st drive ends with a pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this 1st drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
This time he's got his man. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives...
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Tight end getting vertical. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has...
Going for the big play. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Great place to start for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Gets it out quickly. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down, looking for more. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
3rd down coming up after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the ball's out there after it. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Falcons of Air Force. Take it away, broadcast team.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Looking left. Finds his man. It's Clark. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Cunningham. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, South Florida. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Air Force Falcons offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots. My guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the...
It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls in the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Falcons of Air Force. Take it away, broadcast team.
Let's go.
Looking for a crease. It's Black. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to...
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Durham.
The quick passing game does several things. One, It doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Fires left. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's got the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Looking for more room. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. They go to the ground. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, to take a breath and exhale.
Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air, it's Cunningham. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Okay, ready? Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Wants to go up top.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Cunningham. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged out of the air. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. That's caught. It's Clark. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trucking.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. They're working that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Air Force. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to fit. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. Using the quick game. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Air Force. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
76, South Florida, 4.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds his tight end. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. It hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, you had the first down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is take care of the football, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it, and then secure it. Don't lose it. Don't put it on the ground. Bad job by the offense securing the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man, it's Durham. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. On the set. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Big fullback's got it. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extreme.
And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.